Hi everyone, so I'm going to show you a short tutorial on how I edit my skin in my photos because unfortunately my skin isn't as clear as I would like and my camera makes it look worse. So I am going to use a photo manipulation software called Gimp. It is basically the free version of Photoshop. I find it more simpler than Photoshop, but it mostly has the same features. And I'm going to say it again, it is free. So as you can see, this is how it looks. You can go online to gimp.org up there and you just press the download button and proceed the directions as follows. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and go to File and Open, and you're basically just going to export the image that you want. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a bit so we can get a closer look at what we're going to do. Okay, so as you can see here, there are some unwanted blemishes on my cheek and some things that I wouldn't really want on my nose, and we're going to go ahead and change that. So you're going to go to over here to the side here and you're going to right click and push new layer, and I usually rename it as airbrush because that's exactly what we're going to be doing, and I'll explain in a minute. And the rest of it usually is default, so you can just leave it the same. Just make sure it's on transparency and push OK. So you're going to go over here and push the airbrush tool. And what we're really going to be messing with here is the opacity. Is usually we turn it down, or I turn it down like at 37, 38, so it won't be so harsh on my face. And I use a soft brush. Also, you can adjust the size as you go. Okay, so here we're going to click on the foreground color. Here you're going to click this button. It's called the color picker, and I usually pick a color on my skin where it's clear and I like it. We're going to use this color to blend the rest of the colors together. So basically you're just going to treat this as if it was a paintbrush. Now you don't want to go too crazy with it. You want to try to brush in the same direction at all times, so that way it won't be so obvious that you are painting on your skin. So as you can see that the color is changing on my face, but I'm going to do it to the point where it blends together. Okay, so as you can see here on my forehead, there is some shading going on here because it was coming from the trees. But instead of using the same color I have been using, I'm actually going to use the color picker and choose the color that's on my forehead, so that way I can blend it a lot better, because if I use the lighter color, it will be obvious that I'm just painting over it.
Oh no, 난 이미 멀
Okay, so I'm going to zoom out so we can see what I've done. Okay, so over on the side here, on the airbrush, you see a little eyeball. If you click on it, you can see what the picture looked like before the changes. You can see that is a big difference. You can also change the opacity over here if you think it's too much, and sometimes it can be a little too much. I usually do around maybe 85 or 90, but it really depends on your preference and the picture alone. And let's see the differences one more time. And that's pretty much it, so thank you for watching my tutorial.